What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. I want to show you my wood, but first, we want to show you that Jake has shoes today because you guys commented that he had no shoes on. Whatever the kid does after 5 o'clock, and what time is it? Is it like 8:30?
I don't know.
Like, this is what we do every day. We live here to build shit for you guys and build epic shit. But sometimes, you know, he goes off the radar. This is our 30 by 72 white oak. It's got our faux live edge on it. It is sitting on top of a Vertex Pro diamond. A lot of you guys go like, hey, what's the difference between the diamond and the regular Vertex? It's just the column. I mean, this is the rectangle column. This is the diamond column. It's got the same motor, same spindle. There's no difference. I mean, dude, this thing is a rock. I mean, yes, it slides, but it doesn't fall over. Uplift. Anyways, that's it. Hey, and then one thing that people have, you know, a few times people ask, like, when it's stagnant for a while, you know, this has 4 motors that each has a spindle on it that the gears have to stay like perfectly aligned. So after it sits for a while, after you maybe change the weight on it, when you first go to actuate it, it's gonna kind of kick left and right. And that's also not just the spindles realigning, but when they originally put these columns together, they put them together super, super tight. So gradually over time as it wears, it's not gonna kind of feel like it's catching, but that's totally normal. If you go to actuate it again, it's not gonna happen. If you go to put it down, it's not gonna happen. But it's really just after it sat for a minute. Both bases, you know, this is the dual stage low column on the diamond, so that is a difference. Basically, this diamond column, since it touches the end of the foot, we can't cut this out. So we use a slightly smaller column that sits on top of the foot compared to the rectangle. It actually has a cutout. And that changes the overall height. So the dual stage low goes to 20 inches. I don't want to be wrong on this, but since it's sitting on top of the column or on the foot instead of in it, it kind of makes up for the difference. So the dual stage high column will go all the way up to 50 inches, where the dual stage low goes up to 48.5, which is completely BIFMA G1. That's kind of your standard. So if you are on that taller, you know, spectrum, you're going to want to use the rectangle over, and we're talking about the extended range, not the mid-range. The mid-range, they're both going to be the same, plus this is going to go lower. The diamond's going to go lower half an inch because it's basically set up like this. This sits on top where this sits in. So this is going to be the difference. But on to me showing you our wood. We do have a whole bunch of wood, not in stock. What we've been doing is we've been gluing these up, getting them over to the CNC. That way they're good to go. So we have like 10 or so 30 by 72 walnuts. They're not finished. They haven't been finished. We still got to round it over. It's already gone to the CNC though. It's cut to size. So this would only take us like 3 days. So if you want a solid wood top and you want a 30 by 60 white oak, 30 by 72 solid walnut, 30 by 72 white oak in both the square and faux edge, and then 30 by 60 white oak square. We also have walnut. We just have them in 30 by 72s at the wood shop. So if you get a 60, we just cut it down and then we just use that scrap to make like cutting boards or anything like that. So it's not that long of a lead time. Our Apex Pros are a 2-week lead time. This is a 3-week lead time. So if you add those to your cart, I mean, we'd be shipping it in 3 weeks. We are having a little bit difficulties with FedEx and freight right now. And then our Apex manufacturer is running on like all cylinders, trying to get caught up with our orders. Oh, man, out of breath. It's late.
You need a drink, I think.
I need a drink. I don't know. It's been a long day. We are trying. I told the boys, again, like in our last video, that if we get to 250K this month, that will top our June record, which I think was 244. And we're at almost 215 right now. We got 5 days to go. What is it? The 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st?
Yep. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. And then Jake will...
Friends.
Jake will take one for the team, Fire Festival.
Okay. Cheers to that.
But that's trying to think of other questions we get. Oh, for everyone that found us from YouTube, that's another thing that I'm starting to get used to. Everyone previously, when we started off, everything was through Reddit. So everyone kind of read our posts and knew where we were coming from. One question we get a lot is like, what is the difference between our Vertex and our Apex series? And it's just who makes it and where the components are made from. Our Vertex series, it uses Bosch motors. Those are made in Buell, Germany. All the metal work, I think it's bought in, or the metal is bought in Indiana, and then it's made right down the road here. Holland labor is more expensive than the labor of our Apex, which is a little bit north of Holland. And then the Apex series uses Jicheng motors, which obviously are cheaper because they're made in China. It uses a Jicheng control box as well, where this uses a logic data control box, and they're kind of known as the top dogs. However, with that said, I actually prefer the Jicheng control box over the logic data one. The cascading system is just kind of old school, and it really needs to be updated, but the Austrians are kind of slow to make any changes. That said, the color options that we have with our Vertex series, where I think we're up to like 250 color options and we still have the same lead time, there's no upcharge. That's where the price difference comes from, the labor cost, the material cost. I mean, this foot alone is like 12 pounds, 14 pounds, where our Apex series, it's like 7 pounds. So it's just a heavier gauge metal. They're both contract grade. I mean, both of our manufacturers supply the biggest furniture companies out there. So there's no real warranty difference or longevity difference. It's just Bosch carries a premium in price. So that trickles down to us, and I don't want to call it a premium product. It's the difference. I tried to explain it today. It's kind of like the Apex is a Toyota 4Runner, and what is that what you want? Oh no, that's what Josh. And the Vertex is like a Land Rover. And I know Land Rover's not made in the U.S., but like the whole built in England, England motor, all that, like same thing with the Bosch motor, built in Germany. I'm rambling. I don't know. Go buy something from the store. Everyone keeps asking us if we are going to do a sale. We're not. Like, we're trying to get rid of some excess inventory we have. But other than that, like when we started Desk House, we didn't price everything with like a 50% margin so we could give you a 20% discount. It's not what we did. It's not what we thought. When we started Desk House, we just wanted to make money. And so we put it where we needed to. We are actually probably going to raise our prices in the future so we can do that. But right now, I wouldn't plan on having like a significant Black Friday, November sale. We're probably going to launch like we're going to call it like the FTC base, where you can figure out what it means. But it's going to be our low-cost base. It's probably going to be like an Apex 2-leg, like the one we have on sale, with a powder-coated top to kind of compete. What?
Oh, just the name. I think you just got it.
You just got it?
I figured it out. Yeah, well, it's the first time I've heard.
Oh, okay. So I'm sure you guys figured it out. And, it's just part of the strategy of, we know not everyone's going to buy a $1,500 desk base, but we would rather take a customer from our competitors and not make money on a cheaper base, but it still be a good quality base, than lose it to them. Part of our strategy is what we're doing. We're coming for all of you guys. But cheers. See you guys later.